guys, my name is Jay Willoughby. I'm brand new to movie reviews and I'm a massive follower of Chris Stuckman, the Schmoes, and Jeremy Johnson, massive others, Mark Kermode, and I'm a filmmaker, I'm an actor and director, and I'm here to try and give you my first ever review, and it's a bit late, I've been wanting to do it for weeks, but it's my first one, so hopefully this is the start of something new for me and the start of something new for you guys, so let's get started with it. The Martian is directed by Ridley Scott and follows astronaut Mark Watney as he tries to get home after he's stranded upon Mars after a mission goes terribly wrong and astronauts presume him dead, as also NASA. Now he must use his wit and his intelligence to survive, such as making food on a planet that grows no food and has no water. And it's quite incredible to see him get through that. The film also stars Matt Damon and an incredible cast that is so long to try and get on camera, such as Jeff Daniels and Jessica Chastain and loads of other people. It's basically Interstellar 2, in a way, thinking about it. I'm a massive fan of Ridley Scott, such as Alien, most importantly, because Alien is one of those films that is considered a sci-fi movie, for which it is. I see it as a horror movie. Alien is so well directed, it's silent, the music is tasteful and really dreary, that it delves you into the story much more. Especially as Blade Runner and Gladiator. Prometheus I loved as well, I completely adore that movie, it asks so many questions and it is kind of misunderstood, and it is good that I feel that they're going to be making a sequel to it. A sequel to a prequel. But Ridley Scott is definitely one of the best directors going around, and I would like to see him make a comeback, and with The Martian I believe he has. What I liked about the movie is that the shots are incredible to look at. It is a live action set, it's not green screen, so it's not very George Lucas-y. Ridley Scott does know how to capture an image that makes your breath die. The cast is incredible as well. Matt Damon, the way he uses the script and his wit and his sense of humour is fantastic in the part as Mark Watney. I cannot emphasise how smart he is in this role and his character, and it makes you feel like you're just a complete dip. He is fantastic, I love him. And Jessica Chastain as well, I feel as though like she was a little bit, not stale, but she didn't have much to do here, but Jeff Daniels was incredibly powerful in his role. And it was weird to see Kristen Wiig in it as well, in such a, normally I'm used to seeing her in comedies, but to see her in a role like this where she died down and she's straight acting was quite fantastic to see in a way. But really, I loved the landscapes, I loved the cast. The music was incredible, the choice of music, such as like Jimi Hendrix was flat out good, and I'm a taste for good music. I am, I swear, across my heart. Both of them. My only real gripe with the movie, and it is slightly just so tiny, is that sometimes it did feel slow, and that there were places where it could have been sped up, and I mean there was a lot of exposition as well, especially with, you know, the explaining how they're going to get him home, but I take it as needed as well, because then the audience will understand how they are going to do it. But as soon as you get back with Matt Damon and his character and having to cook food with human shit, it's only a small gripe that I have with this movie, and it doesn't change my final result of this movie. It doesn't, and the opinion of it I can only have is of positive reactions from this movie. Conclusion is that The Martian is well worth the 2.5 hours of your life that you're going to be spending in that theatre. It does feel like that this is a stepstone in storytelling, especially this, because telling a story such as this, if you look at movies like Castaway with Tom Hanks directed by Robert Zemeckis, it's within the main character's responsibility to make sure you're entertained throughout that whole movie for 2.5 hours. It is his job, and Matt Damon pulls that off so well. And there's something that Matt Damon does towards the end of the movie that he changes himself physically, and I won't tell you what it is, but you could probably guess, and I hope and I pray that he gets nominated for, because it's just commitment and you are invested within his character throughout the whole film. If it was straight acting throughout the whole thing and he had just a straight sense of humour, it would be all over the place. But to have him have a sense of humour and a comical element, and the way he works and the intelligence, is just fantastic, and it's a massive relief to sit through that theatre for 2.5 hours. My rating system works, guys, is that I'm a massive fan of Quentin Tarantino, and my other YouTube account is called Pulp Kill Bill Fiction, so I thought I'd invest that and rate the systems out of kills, out of bills. You can smell the cheese. So the way I'm going to rate this is that it is a fantastic movie. Go and see it if you already haven't. It is a bit late, or just wait for the Blu-ray. It's not that far from release now. I'm going to rate The Martian, directed by Ridley Scott and starring Matt Damon, 4.5 kills out of 5 bills. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am going to try and do better with this. This is my first review. My next review is probably going to be Spectre, and I have seen Spectre, and I'm going to go see it again for the second time in IMAX. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll try and do my best. See you later.